Hello everyone, Adele and April here from Just Say Scrap, and we are here with Technique Tuesday. So today we are going to be talking about a bunch of different bow styles that you can make for your crafting or your gift making. So make sure you watch our video to see what we do.
Hello everybody. So I wanted to show you guys actually how to make different bows today. I know we've done a fork bow before, so let me just show you a quick fork bow if you don't remember. And let me grab a scissor first. So to make a quick fork bow, I'm going to actually use, the ribbon is still attached to my spool here. You're going to go around the fork like this. We're going to come up through the middle. Then you're going to take the end of the ribbon you have, go through the bottom of the fork. I may have to cut this ribbon. I've been playing with it, so it's starting to fray a little bit. We come up through the top, and then we tie a knot. So this is how we make a fork bow, and it's also a very tiny bow, which is very useful if we need it for a card or a scrapbooking thing. It works really nicely if you have a smaller ribbon too, but I mean, this ribbon works. Let us just manipulate it. I just needed to get it tighter because I've got such a thick ribbon here. But right, we've got like a cute little bow with this, right? That we can use for a card. And you can constantly adjust it so it fits your needs. So let's cut this bow off so you can see my little fork bow. I've used this for so many cards, so many different occasions. All right, so we got a nice fork bow. Like that, right? So I'm gonna leave that over with our fork. There's a new bow that I've actually found recently, which I like, which will make a little bit of a bigger bow. So once again, I'm gonna leave this attached to my spool just for now. And you're gonna take it, I'm gonna do it first on 2 fingers and then I'll show you on another. So 2 fingers, you're gonna take it across the 2 fingers. You're actually gonna take it around without going through your fingers, down through the bottom. And then when you come here, we're gonna come, let me give myself a little bit more. So you go down through the bottom, you're gonna come up through the one end and then pull tight. And by doing that, you've got a bigger bow. So then you gotta just, once again, you always have to pull these bows tight. Otherwise they will move around a little bit, just like if you're tying a bow with your hands, which I do as well all the time. So whatever floats your boat. But you can see that one's a little bit of a bigger bow, right? Make those 2 even. All right, cut it off a little bit, but that's okay. So you can see that's a little bit of a bigger bow. You can do the same thing with this with all 4 fingers. So once again, I'm gonna be using the side that's attached to my spool. It's gonna lay over my hand, go around all 4 fingers, go up through the middle between your 2 sets of fingers. We're gonna come up, and then this part is you're gonna tuck it underneath. And then you actually go, once you tuck it under, if you have a bigger space, you can kind of see it. I tuck under, and then you pull tight. And see how that even creates a bigger loop. So then you have an even bigger bow. I'm not gonna cut this one off, but you can see that. I made a very big tail on that one, but you can see the different size bows we have, right? But this is one that I've actually been trying to figure out for a while, and I think I finally figured it out, which I'm very excited about, is how to make a multi-layered bow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just use 2 fingers for now, and then we're gonna try with bigger ribbon with more fingers. So once again, I'm gonna use the part that's attached to my spool. It's gonna be there, and we're gonna zigzag up our fingers multiple times. So right, let me give myself a little bit more leeway. So this is 3 times around. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna come under like we usually do, go up through there, and then this loop that we make, we're gonna tuck, so bring it across, back over across, and then tuck underneath. And then if you pull tight, those bows, whoops, I just pulled it a little too much. Let's readjust. Those bows now have 3. Isn't that cute? So you can make a multi bow. I will cut this one off. Let us make this. Isn't that cute? All right, so I wanted to see if it would work if you're trying to do like ribbon for a present or something. I have looked into how to do this on a present otherwise. Maybe I'll just show you guys that way instead. But I'm gonna try this. I know it's gonna be a little squished, but I'm taking my bigger fingers now and I'm kind of overlapping where I'm going, right? It's gonna have a very small tail. Let me make a bigger tail, hold on. I'm leaving myself a bigger tail on this. So what I'm doing is I'm using now all 4 fingers and I'm wrapping the same way I did on that, but I'm kind of combining them closer together, right? Ooh, sorry. I'm gonna make this 4 times just because I have a bigger ribbon. Now, same thing. I'm gonna have to tuck this under. This is wired ribbon, so it is working with me and I will be able to readjust and fluff it after. So I'm pulling it through, right? Just like we had just talked about. And the same thing, you have to pull it across and tuck underneath this center. And then if we pull at it, like I said, it's wired ribbon, so it's a little bit more tough. Let's see if we can get off my fingers because I pulled it pretty tight. I did. All right, and let's just readjust a little bit. I don't think this is as neat as it would be if I was doing it on the actual present. But if you wanted something that's a smaller bow for a smaller present, I think this works. Okay, not as neat as the other one because we've got that knot now that we're dealing with. So we're gonna take that apart. It's also very easy to pull apart. You just pull it apart. But if you want to try that, you can totally try that. But this was another thing that I had found, which I really like. So usually at this point, you'd be tying it around like a box. So I found a paper pumpkin box here, which we're going to use. And we're going to wrap it small ways just because my ribbon is a little bit smaller and you do need a bigger piece of ribbon for this particular bow. But we're going to line it up so I have a lot more ribbon on one side than I do the other, as you'll see in a second here. So much smaller, much bigger, right? So you've got this tied like you would. Sometimes you can go both ways around the box, but like I said, I've got a smaller thing of ribbon. So I'm gonna go 1, then I'm gonna create a loop on this side, 2, and then I'm gonna create another loop on this side, 3 like this, right? And normally you're just gonna tie the bow. Now you're gonna do exactly what you normally would do if there was just 1 loop here. Gonna come around and we're gonna tie that bow like you would normally. Mom is so much better at tying bows than I am, but we're gonna do it. Like I said, I probably need a bigger ribbon to have an actual tail on this side, but you can see what I'm getting at, right? And if we readjust and kind of work with our tails, see how now we have a bow that has 2 sides to it. So you got 2. So you could do that as many times as you really want. You could do that 4, 5, 6 times, 7 times, and have a really fancy bow. But I just wanted to show you that you can use this method also with bigger bows. So once again, fork bow, super tiny. This is the 2-finger bow, and then this was the bow with the multi bows, what are those, loops? So that is our Technique Tuesday. Just wanted to show you. I know that the holidays are coming up and there'll be a lot of wrapping, so if you would like to up your bow game, you can totally use some of these techniques to do that.
And that's Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. We would also like to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. We will be coming out with Throw It Together Thursday on Thanksgiving, but if you don't see that on that day, have a happy Thanksgiving. We also have both of our weekends for January and March currently out, so if you would like to join us for either of those, you can find our registration on our website. All right, we'll see you on Thursday. Bye! And we are here with Technique Tuesday.
Scrapbooking stuff is taking over the world! Help!
Hello everyone. Hello everyone, Adele and April here from Just Say Scrap, and we